This story right here was sent to me by Ashton Lewis and is coming from the Atlanta Black Star as far as the website goes, but it's coming out of Brooklyn, New York, where you have in this picture two people. Now, you probably can kind of see the small picture, but in the bigger picture on the right, on the left and the right, because it's the same person, is a man by the name of Eugene Simonetti. And other person's name is Rocco Simonetti. Okay, you know what? I think I actually got those wrong, those mixed up. The son is the one in the middle, and I think his name is Eugene, and the father's name is Rocco. So the name is Eugene and Rocco Simonetti. And they are the landlords, or the dad is the landlord of this Brooklyn housing area where this elderly black woman lived in. And what they decided to do was break into her apartment and then beat her with her own cane. But then something happened where she turned the tables on them. Now, I haven't gotten into the story just yet. I'm just going based off what the title says. It says a black woman took matters into her own hands when an elderly Brooklyn landlord and his son allegedly broke into her apartment, beat her in front of her children, and in the father's case, called her the N-word. The alleged attack Tuesday took a turn when the victim, Veronica Cochran, disarmed the landlord. The New York Daily News reported of statements made Wednesday in Brooklyn court. "You do not belong here, N-word," landlord Eugene Simonetti told the woman, according to prosecutors. Although Rocco Simonetti, age 61, was arraigned Wednesday, his father, hospitalized with a possible stroke after the encounter, hasn't been charged yet, the New York Daily News reported. The incident started when the father and son went to the victim's apartment at 1:10 p.m. in Shepherd's Bay, a neighborhood in South Brooklyn. Eugene Simonetti allegedly removed the hinges from the woman's door while she was sleeping, when her children, an 11-year-old, 13-year-old, and 17-year-old, woke her up. Eugene Simonetti allegedly started beating the woman with a cane while his son punched her. Rocco Simonetti's lawyer, Nicole Mull, said at some point Cochran flipped the script on the landlord, according to the New York Daily News. She disarmed the 87-year-old landlord of his cane and started beating on him. Assistant District Attorney Wilfredo Cotto responded that if he beat him with the cane, he too would try to take it from him and hit him with it. Rocco Simonetti, through his attorney, rebutted the victim's version of what happened. He said he didn't hit Cochran and was only trying to pull her off with his father. Okay. That still doesn't explain the fact that they took the hinges off of her door in the middle of the night while she was sleeping and barged into her apartment and said that she doesn't belong here and called her the N-word. So explain that. They'll try, though. They will try. The father and son reportedly went to the apartment because paint was leaking down to a lower floor and no one answered when they knocked. Rocco Simonetti faces nearly 20 charges in the incident, including burglary, assault, and child endangerment. Judge Hillary Gingold allowed the man's release without bail and ordered him to stay away from the building in question. "I've got nothing to say," Rocco Simonetti told the Daily News outside front. They giving him way too much leeway to do whatever the hell it is that he wants. That's all I'm going to say right there. But kudos to that woman for disarming this man and beating him back with the same cane that he used to beat her with. And that damn lawyer of his had the nerve to try to say that that the son was just trying to pull that mother off of him, off of his dad. But like I said, it still doesn't take away the fact that they broke into her apartment and started beating her with the cane and then calling her the N-word and telling her to leave and doing that in front of the kids. But like I said, I give kudos for her defending herself. They are lucky that she didn't have a firearm nearby, because she would have blew their asses away, or at least fire some shots of warnings to get them to leave. But shots would have been fired, point blank, period. But this is right here. This is the whole gentrification thing right here. Remember, I did a video, maybe was it last month, I think, where it was a woman in there who tried to move into some kind of brownstone. I think was also in Brooklyn. I think it was in Bed-Stuy. I'm not sure. And she thought because she had her fancy degree and she made a lot of money, that she would be able to get in, but I was like, it has nothing to do with your degree or how much money you make. It's the fact that you are a black woman. Well, mainly just black. But they're trying to whiten up the place. And when you are there and you look like myself, hell, if you're a little bit lighter and they can tell that you're black, that's all it is for them to try to get you to leave. So that lawyer of his can try to white-splain all he wants about that the son was trying to pull her off him, but don't leave out, and I knew he would leave it out. Don't leave out everything that happened that led up to this happening. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one.